The fight is about whether he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear his turban in India.
I have worn a turban 62 years of my life. I worn a kada even longer. I think most children in our families, when they're born, the first occasion, they put a kada around.
Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear a kada in India.
The more disturbing trend is, to say that this is a statement which was made out of ignorance, or it's in that genre of Pappu, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I think that's wrong.
So he, as a Sikh, is going to be able to go to a Gurdwara. That's what the fight is about. And not just for him. For all religions.
I think there is a more systematic, sinister, and I'm using this word carefully, attempt to foment a divisive narrative to create a sense of insecurity and freedom.
What the RSS is basically saying is that certain states are inferior to other states.
Now, if you foment a narrative like this, that Sikhs are finding it difficult or insecure to wear turban, some of them may actually believe it, which is not the case.
See, first of all, you have to understand what the fight is about. Fight is not about politics. That is superficial. What is your name? Brother, with the turban? What is your name? Balinder Singh. The fight is about whether he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear his turban in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear a kada in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be able to go to a Gurdwara. That's what the fight is about. And not just for him. For all religions. Fight is also about, I can see here in the crowd, people from Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Haryana. I can see all these people. Telangana, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. Right? So now, see, when I say Kerala, I've been a member of parliament for Kerala. So when I say Kerala, first Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh now. So first when you don't understand these things, you say Kerala is just a simple word. Or you say Punjab is a simple word. But these are not simple words. This is your history, your language, your tradition, your entire imagination is in these words. And what the RSS is basically saying is that certain states are inferior to other states, certain languages are inferior to other languages, certain religions are inferior to other religions, certain communities are inferior to other communities. This is what the fight is about. We are of the opinion that whether you are from Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, all of you have your history, all of you have your tradition, all of you have your language, and every single one of them is as important as any other one. So how can you tell, the people from Tamil Nadu who are sitting here, what would you do if somebody told you cannot speak Tamil? How would you feel? How would you react? That is the ideology of the RSS. That Tamil, Marathi, Bengali, Manipuri, these are all inferior languages. That's what the fight is about. It ends up in the polling booth. It ends up in Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha. But the fight is about what type of India we are going to have. Are we going to have an India where people are allowed to believe what they want to believe? People are allowed to respect what they want to respect, say what they want to say, listen to what they want to hear? Or are we going to have an India where Only few limited people can decide what is going to happen. And the problem is these people don't understand India. वो समझ ही नहीं आती उनको ये है क्या, इसकी हिस्ट्री क्या है, उनको मालूम ही नहीं. इट्स लाइक यू इमेजिन, जैसे यहां पे अब आप डिनर खाएंगे, यहां पे आपको 3 कोर्स 4 कोर्स मील मिलता है ना. पहले शुरू मतलब फर्स्ट कोर्स होता है, फिर मेन कोर्स आता है, फिर डिजर्ट आती है, होता है ना. इंडिया में कोई फर्स्ट कोर्स, सेकंड कोर्स, थर्ड कोर्स होता है? एक थाली मिलती है, सब कुछ उसके अंदर होता है. सही बात है ना. अब थाली में सब कुछ मिल जाता है, सब्जी, दाल, चावल सब मिल जाता है. मिलता नहीं मिलता है? वो स्वीट डिश भी उसी थाली में मिलता है, नहीं मिलता ना. तो इंडिया में नेचर ये है, सब कुछ एक साथ चलता है. अब अगर कोई आदमी थाली के सामने बैठ जाए और कहे भैया चावल दाल से ज्यादा जरूरी है और सब्जी की रैंकिंग सबसे नीचे, तो क्या होगा? ये बीजेपी के लोग करते हैं. मतलब उनको समझ नहीं आती कि ये देश सबका है, ये देश मिलकर बना है. इसको इंडिया इज कॉल्ड यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट्स. इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज रिटन क्लियरली, India that is Bharat is a union of states. What does it mean? It means it's a union of languages, it's a union of traditions, union of histories, union of music, of dance. वो कहते नहीं, यूनियन नहीं है, ये सब अलग अलग हैं और इन सब में से एक सबसे जरूरी है. एक सोच सबसे जरूरी है, उसका हेडक्वार्टर नागपुर में है, बाकी सबका कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. So that is what the fight is about, and you are ambassadors. I said yesterday in my speech, you have come from one union of states and you've come to another union of states. United States is also called the United States because it's a union of states. And you are our ambassadors. You are the bridge between these two great unions of states. And you make us very proud because we understand what it meant for you to come here. We understand the difficulties, the struggles that you have had to deal with. It's not easy. But when you came here, you came with humility, you came with respect, and you came with affection. You didn't come here and say, oh, you know, we're going to the United States and the United States is inferior to us. You didn't say, no, we're going to the United States, but we hate the United States. You became part of the United States. I'm sure you're proud of India and you're proud of the fact that you live in America. अब बीजेपी के सिस्टम में आपकी दो आइडेंटिटी हो ही नहीं सकती. You cannot be Indian and at the same time be American. That is what the fight is about. And that is what we are trying to do in India. We are saying, look, don't spread hatred, spread love. Don't be arrogant, be humble. Don't disrespect people. Respect people, respect traditions, respect religions, respect languages, respect communities.
Leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who was here in the United States just a week before your visit. While talking about the RSS ideology, Mr. Gandhi quoted an example of a Sikh being unable to wear a turban or a kara in India. How do you react to this?
You know, I've already reacted, but I find it astounding that you're going around looking for a Sikh, happen to find somebody in the front row, who, by the way, I think also made a statement later, and you turn around and say, you know, the issue is whether he can wear a turban. I mean, I have worn a turban 62 years of my life. I worn a kara even longer. I think most children in our families, when they're born, the first occasion, you know, they put a kara around. But I think the more disturbing trend is, you know, to say that this is a statement which was made out of ignorance, or it's in that genre of Pappu, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I think that's wrong. I think there is a more systematic, sinister, and I'm using this word carefully, attempt to foment a divisive narrative to create a sense of insecurity and freedom. Now, my brothers and sisters who came to the United States to work here many years ago, some of them have active contacts with with their home country. Some of them just go through social media or whatever they read. Now, if you foment a narrative like this, that Sikhs are finding it difficult or insecure to wear turban, some of them may actually believe it, which is not the case. If there has been any time in the history of our post-independence existence when there was an existential threat to the Sikhs, or they felt one, I've experienced it myself. It was during the 1984, I don't use the word riots because it was a one-sided pogrom against innocent people, 3,000 of whom were killed in cold blood in India. And if you look at what happened before that, you know, in the 80s, when in the run-up to the Asian Games, Sikhs used to be taken out of buses, etc., and said, you know, because you're a turban Sikh, you go on the side. Now, some of the commentators, some educated people, I've written an article on it, I have actively contradicted the honorable leader of opposition statement. Some of them said, you know, because he's a government minister. No, forget, I'm proud to be a government minister. Before that, I was a civil servant. I was a diplomat for 39 years. But I was a diplomat not because any government appointed me. I appeared in a UPSC examination and qualified, and under different governments. Now, I think it's a matter of great pride for somebody like me to say that the Sikhs have never had it so good. All the grievances which were there have actually been addressed by the Honorable Prime Minister, whether it is removing names of Sikhs from the blacklist, whether it is addressing the issue of the Kartarpur Sahib corridor, or, you know, celebrating the Sahibzada's contribution in terms of Veerbal Divas, etc. All that is there. What I'm surprised about is that there seems to be a pattern in this. And last year, this honorable leader of opposition came here and he said Sikhs were a second-class citizens. I came across that statement. Then now, recently, apparently in different places here, whilst he's attacking an ideology, he's trying to, build a narrative by turning around and saying, well, you cannot practice your religion. Has anybody in India told him that? Now the people who are supporting up, no, there are some grievances. Yeah, every community has grievances. Let me assure you, the majority community also has grievances that they are made to sometimes feel like a minority community in their own country. There are other minority communities. But the beauty of a democracy, and by the way, we have 960 million registered voters and something like 680 million actually turned out to vote. That is a celebration of democracy. There are differences of opinion in the United States. But if somebody who should know better, I choose my words carefully, who should know better, comes out here and at a time when there's an election going on, makes it a point to go to place to spread insecurity. वो हमारे यहाँ कहते ही तो झूठ और भ्रम फैला रहे हैं. और इनको ये पता होना चाहिए कि हमारे जो कम्युनिटी है, सिखों की कम्युनिटी, हिंदुस्तान में तो कभी उन्होंने बात नहीं की. आप बड़े अच्छा फिर कहते हैं कि वो किसी का नाम लेते. अरे देखिए, आप जब सत्ता में थे, आप ये देखिए, ये जो मॉन्स्टर्स प्रोड्यूस किए, कौन सी सरकार ने प्रोड्यूस किए. मैं उसमें ज्यादा डिटेल में नहीं जाना चाहता हूं. तो इनको तो अपने अंदर जहां they need to do some solid introspection in order to find out why we had, क्यों ये हुआ और किसने ये करवाया और ये जो झूठ और ब्लम, दिस इज अ narrative anchored in total lies, and therefore I'm not surprised that he's going around doing it, but it is, I think, ये जो मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना वाली बात थी पुराने जमाने में जो किया था कि या तो मुझे चाहिए जो मैं चाहता हूं, ठीक है, नहीं तो मैं इसको नष्ट करके रहूंगा सब कुछ, ये तो उस किस्म की माइंडसेट है। नहीं तो आप किसी रीजनेबल आप और हम बैठ सकते हैं, हमारी विचारधारा में कुछ अंतर हो सकता है, बट द होल ब्यूटी ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी सिट एंड एड्रेस दीज इशू। बट ये तो एक लगे हुए हैं, एक किसके खिलाफ है ये, वो उनको देखना चाहिए कि जो आरएसएस है उनकी देश के लिए क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन रही है। जब भी नेशन फर्स्ट, और जो मोदी जी की सरकार है, दैट हैज दिस वन डिस्टिंग्विशिंग फीचर इन द आइडियोलॉजी, नेशन फर्स्ट। पर ये तो उल्टे तरफ चल रहे हैं, ये तो झूठ और भ्रम। दिस इज लाइक द जिन्ना, आई मीन यू वांट टू लीड इट टू a kind of breakup of situation। पर मैं उनको ये याद कराना चाहता हूं, हमारी बहुत पुरानी 5000 साल से अधिक पुरानी संस्कृति और सभ्यता है। इट्स एन ओल्ड सिविलाइजेशन। People like this will not be able to break it, and we are a proud nation, and Sikhs are very happy to be and are flourishing in this nation. I'm not only just because I'm a minister, but I see so many other people जो they've risen to the apex in the judiciary, Supreme Court में पहुंचे हैं। वो आप बिजनेस कम्युनिटी देखिए, आप आर्म फोर्सेस में हमारी जनसंख्या जो है 140 करोड़ में, उसमें हमारी सिखों की 2% से कम है, और उनकी कंट्रीब्यूशन आर्म फोर्सेस में 20% से ज्यादा है। हमारे सिख भाई अन्नदाता भी है। तो ये राहुल गांधी जी का ये जो नैरेटिव देश के बाहर उनको फैलाने की कोशिश करते हैं, इट इज ऑलरेडी रिसीव्ड सिवियर कमेंट्स ऑन इट, पर आगे आने वाले समय में भी ये कामयाब नहीं होगा।